Hi, Homeworthy. I'm Al-baseer Holly.
And I'm Cristina Martinez. Welcome to our home in Seattle, Washington.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Before today's episode, click the join button below to support all of the storytelling we do on this channel. Our growing community of members help to directly fund more videos so we can capture these extraordinary homes from around the world. So join today to receive early and exclusive access to new Homeworthy videos.
Hi, my name is Al-baseer Holly. I'm a contemporary artist from Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Cristina Martinez. I'm also a contemporary artist from Tacoma, Washington, and this is our home in Seattle, Washington. We saw this house pop up online and it had 5 bedrooms, and we were just gonna be happy if we found one with 4 bedrooms. And we were kind of laying around and I didn't want to come look at it. I didn't want to get up, and I was pregnant and I was like, I don't want to go. And he's like, let's just go. I have a good feeling about it. And we came, and we kind of knew right away that this is where we wanted to live, and we could kind of see what we wanted to do with it, and it just felt right. And we never looked at anything else, and we've been here ever since.
Well, I think the thing that really drew us into the home was that right away we saw that it had the room. That was a big thing for us. We wanted to have somewhere where we could transform something into a studio. I'm coming from Los Angeles, where I live, and moving up here to Seattle. So like we had a lot of clothes, a lot of stuff to kind of like make one. So we needed extra room. So we saw it was 5 bedrooms, and I don't know, everything about it just seemed, and the family that was in here, they were like a real family too. So it just felt like it was the right thing.
Yeah, we really connected with the owners of the home, and I think for me, I walked in, I saw the bookshelves, and I like to read, and we knew, like he said, we wanted to make the garage into a studio, so we had the option of working from home. Everything in it just makes sense. We knew that there was nothing that we really needed to change to feel good here. So we're gonna start in our living room, which is one of my favorite parts of the house. We spend a lot of time in here. I love this room because of the artwork. I feel like this is the most like curated art section in our house. We wanted to, we went back and forth about putting like one big piece behind our couch, and then we decided that we had just a lot of pieces that we really, really loved. So we ended up creating a small gallery wall with some of our favorite artists, some of our friends, the kids, and moving from LA to Seattle, he was really inspired by like the trees and the greenery, and wanted to like bring that inside of the house. And that's something he like really talked about when we were kind of figuring out what we wanted to do in here. And green,
and your favorite color is
green. And green is my favorite color. So we found a lot of our pieces that had like a green element into them, and created this gallery wall.
Well, the paint, it's a paint company out of Los Angeles that we used for the LA spot loft and different. Actually, I used it a lot on my paintings, and it's called Pertola, and they make custom paint. So we had a couple custom paints made, and this one was called Pioneer. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the trim. We actually had multiple therapy sessions about the darker trim because I didn't understand it. I was not a fan at first, but I have to say I was wrong.
Right. Yeah.
I love it now. It was definitely something that I was just like, what are we doing with this trim? I didn't get it, and I knew it was going to take longer. It was just a whole thing. But yeah, we always laugh about that because he was like, one day someone's going to come in here and want to film our house. And when they do, I don't want you to say anything about the paint or the trim. So here we are. Some of the artwork, I mean, a few pieces are personal pieces. I know 2 of them are his there. This one in the checkered frame is mine.
And the flower face.
Oh, and the flower face in the middle. The black piece with the gold frame, my son did when he was maybe like, what, 10?
Yeah.
Or like 10, 11?
Yeah, he had to have been a little...
Like 11, 10 or 11. And then these are a couple pieces from some artists that we love, Mia Lee and Mike Rise. The smiley face is a piece from an artist named CJ Hendry, and we went through a lot to get that piece. She sells out so fast, so we actually like paid for a Wi-Fi subscription just in the car so that we could have Wi-Fi in the car to be able to get it right when she dropped, because we knew we would be picking up the kids from school, and it was worth it. We got it. We got the color we wanted, and we love her. And then Monica Hernandez did this piece in the corner called I Want a House, I believe. I have wanted that original painting for years and years and years and have not been able to get it. So we did get a print, and I just framed it green so that we could put it here in the living room.
Can't forget about our plants.
Yeah, our plants. We both love plants. We both have been on a journey of just like figuring out how to keep them alive together. So we
don't quite understand fake plants. I don't really understand that, but to each his own.
But we've kept them alive so far for them. At least the downstairs ones are doing really well.
Yeah, they thriving.
This piece on the fireplace here is an artist. Her name is Bahati, and we were speaking on a panel together and showcasing some work in LA, and I saw that piece and I just was like, we have to take that home. We have to have it. And then it ended up being like the main piece in our living room, which I love. I love it. Every time I look at it, I love it so much. And it had the green in it, and it just worked.
That was also a battle.
This? Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of therapy sessions moving in here. Putting 2 creatives that had 2 like very separate spaces that we came together.
Yeah, brought it together.
It was work. It's definitely work. We're both very passionate about being inspired by our environment.
Compromise.
Yeah.
A lot of compromise. But it worked out.
We got it. And I will say a lot of things he was right.
It just make more sense. That's all.
Our book collections, we both love art books. So we were able to bring our art books together, which is nice for like when we need some inspiration or just want to go look and learn about something.
I didn't realize we had this book.
Yeah. We can just come and look. We had a lot individually, so bringing them together, it just kind of grew.
I think we should. I honestly need to look at them more. We have some really good ones.
Yeah, we do. And then there's like some Babysitters Club mixed in there.
The carpet thing was like, she was very adamant about the carpet thing. She was like, no, I know what I see.
The backstory, though, is...
You were right. No, I'm about to give you your flowers. Like, you were right.
We did want to get a lot of new stuff when we came in here together.
Yeah.
But there was a black and white rug that I had that I was very tied to in my previous place.
Yeah.
And...
we didn't want to bring... since I was moving from another state in place, like I thought it would make sense for us to just buy all new stuff so that it's art. It feels like it's ours and not something that we both lived in, where she came to my house and saw things. So it's not like, oh, well, that's your couch. Or, it's like, all right, this is your this or this. So we just bought a lot of new stuff and saved a few pieces. We did save some pieces. Yeah. That's a piece.
But yeah, we were like, let's just get it in there. Let's get all the things that we want in there. And then if it looks crazy, we'll move some stuff out. But it worked. I think our personalities are pretty like maximalist.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You more than me, which is good though.
yeah,
because
it wasn't a whole lot that we weren't willing to do. I mean, we'll get there, but we have ET on our stairs just hanging out. So there's not a whole lot that was like off limits for us. Another big thing was our couch. We wanted a couch that like there was enough space for all of us. We like to watch TV shows and watch movies together.
Stain resistant.
So we found this couch at West Elm, and whenever we like post pictures and stuff, people are like, where did you find that couch? It's like big and cozy, and we love it. We spend a lot of time here. Yeah, comfortably.
Right here we have part of our Lego collection in the house. We don't have too much of it, but we have a lot. But this is like, we built two Titanic Legos, and we had one in our home in LA and then one here in Seattle, and now they're both here in Seattle. And it's kind of amazing that we built that twice.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's just it's like was it the biggest Lego set? At that time, it was the biggest Lego set. 10,000 pieces, and people are like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna do that, and then we're like, yeah, we're gonna do it twice. So we did it, one for here, my previous house here, and one in LA, and now we have them both here under one roof, so we're very proud of those.
With a bunch of others.
Yeah, the big kids, they know. I mean, they help build a lot of the stuff, so they know, like,
Junie kind of started the wave for us.
We got inspired to create Legos because of my now 13-year-old, but at the time that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like 8, and he was building Legos all the time, and we were like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
and they started to build, and then it became a family thing. So they know, like, this is precious and fragile. Yeah. Between her and the cat, I feel like they both try to knock these Titanics over.
More than the cat. Yeah. Well, for me, as how I got into arts, I always kind of was into art. I made music for a very long time. Since I was a teenager, coming out of high school, I got a record deal and had the opportunity to, travel the world and make music and, have albums in stores and things like that. And then art was something that always was there. I won a couple art contests as a kid and stuff like that. So I had the ability, but I only focused on the music aspect of it, the musical art. And then as I started to grow and the music started to slow down, I got into the visual arts more and more. And that's pretty much how I got where we are today.
And for me, I grew up thinking I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I went to fashion school and studied in San Francisco, and it was in San Francisco that I learned that my love was in the illustration process and drawing and painting, and I like to create the figures that I was gonna make clothes for. And I would draw up what I was gonna design, and then when it was time for me to like actually go and sew the piece, I had already connected to my illustrations so much, and so it was in fashion school that I learned that my love was in painting and drawing and illustrating, and we actually met as part of a showcase that we both were in Cleveland? Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio. We both have no real ties to Cleveland and ended up showing in the same show at a museum there, and we've been together ever since.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna take you into the dining area where we ate maybe 5 times total since we've been here.
Thanksgiving, Easter, a birthday maybe.
And Christmas.
So for our first art show that we did together, called Two Sides to Every Story, all of the descriptions for the paintings, I typed them up on this typewriter, and it was a lot. These are like very tricky to push. So I typed, I think we showed like maybe 40 pieces, and I typed all of the descriptions on these right before the show. So there's like videos of me like going crazy typing them, but we wanted it to all have meaning. And so this is definitely one of my like favorite things in this house, and definitely one of my favorite gifts that he's gotten me. The light fixture is really nothing special. It was in here. We talked about changing it, and then we were like, well, we kind of like it. And
it's like blown glass.
yeah, it's just one of the things that was in here that we just left, and yeah, I don't think too much about it. We both, he had his mirror piece first, if you want to talk about it.
It was a phase, some years where I just only was painting on mirrors for a little minute, and like kind of just cartoons on mirrors, kind of looking back at you, stuff like that, with little tongue-in-cheek quotes or titles to them. And yeah, this is like one of the ones that I never really wanted to sell. People try to buy it, but I don't really want to sell it.
And then I was scared when we put it in such a main part of the house that it would sell right away, and I didn't want him to sell it either.
I'm not going to sell. People ask.
Yeah,
I'm not selling it.
I love this piece, and this piece actually inspired me to make that piece. After seeing his piece, and I had never painted on a mirror before, and I never will paint on a mirror again.
No, you should.
I'm just kidding. It is so much harder than I thought it would be, and you know, looking at his, it was so clean and so flat, and I'm like, ooh, I want to try that, and it was a lot more work than I anticipated. So this was my one and only mirror piece for now. And I also have no plans on selling it, just because it's the only one.
And it's very heavy.
It's very, very heavy, yes.
We got another Lego plant and some these Ralph Lauren trunks that hold, like, you could put anything in them, but
I know. I used to always think there was like something secret in there.
No, just a bunch of brand new sheets and stuff like that.
Yeah, we love a good hiding spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another one of our builds. We love the whole plant flower collection. And
yeah.
So this paint color here, we knew we wanted to do the two colors, and I was open-minded to that.
Did we?
I was open-minded to that. I didn't know where they were going to be broken up or how it was going to work, and he like had a super
brown
clear,
and green.
He had a clear vision for it, and I had been complaining about the colors. Mind you, I was very pregnant, but then he was like, "Well, I'm going to make the whole middle section this like mauve brown color," and I'm like, "Oh my God, brown and green, how's that going to work?" And I love it. I love this part of the house. I really do. And
to me, I saw like a tree, like brown and green, and that's just what I was thinking. And I knew if she would just like let me do what I was doing, I knew she would like it because she has good taste. But and she finally just stayed away. Like, all right, I'm not coming over
check
here.
out.
Yeah.
And I think for me too, one thing I learned in the therapy sessions was like, he was making such a sacrifice to come be here because this is where the kids are in school and just all the things. And she's like, just let him paint the house. And I'm like, you know what? I can do that. And I'm glad I did. Every time I post a picture of the kids, it could be anything. Somebody is like, what is that paint color?
Yeah.
And where did you get it from? So.
And the paint, another thing about the paint is like the application of it. Like there is no rolling the paint. So you have to paint with a paintbrush the entire house. Me and her uncle. This entire house with a paintbrush.
And they were like, I mean, not a big paintbrush.
No,
either.
it's not
like
big. You got to do it in a certain way. It's very, very tricky. And I have to maintain it as well because it's kind of velvety. So like it's due for another spanking. Yeah. Because of the kids, you know. So.
Yeah. And Yeah.
That part is a headache, I will say that, but it's worth it.
It was worth it. We feel good in here. So now we'll take you into our kitchen where we spend the most time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All of our time. Yes.
As far as our collection goes, it's a very delicate dance, I'll say, because like we have so much art. It's so much art that's not even up in the house, but we definitely have big collections on our own, so bringing them together made it kind of tricky. What we knew we wanted to create a home that felt more like a museum than it did anything else. So it's balanced with pieces we collect from others and also our work, and then the kids' work as well. So it's like, yeah, I mean, we really it was crazy.
Yeah, it's like one of our things that we really connected on early in our relationship was like just buying art together and, collecting different art together. And so, some things we have multiples of, and we both like are big Lego builders. So there's like our Lego collection is in here.
Partially.
Yeah, but like he said, there's so much stuff that isn't on the walls. And I think when we moved in, we were like, oh, we're gonna keep it so simple. We're gonna be so sophisticated and tone it down and just show a few pieces and space it out. And then by the second day of installation of the art, there was like 90, I think we have 92 or 90 something paintings on the wall. And like he mentioned too with the kids, we really believe in like making the kids feel like their art, showing them that their art is like special and it means a lot. So we like are really big on framing their art really, really nice and putting it on the wall mixed with, some of our favorite artists and some of our own artwork. So it really is like a collection of all of that.
It's like Mooney, Damien Hirst.
Yeah. Retina.
Retina. It's crazy.
So we spend all of our time pretty much in the kitchen. We hang out here a lot as a family. If I'm cooking, they'll hang out in here with me, which I really appreciate because cooking is not my favorite thing, but I do it. I do it a lot. I don't love to do it, but I do it. And so we eat here a lot. We do homework in here. We play games in here. We talk in here. This is pretty much where
it all goes down.
Yeah, we are always in the kitchen. One of my favorite things about the kitchen is our fruit basket, our fruit and vegetable basket, which I'll show you.
The jelly cat.
Yes, this is anytime we have like a birthday, Christmas, anything, my mom likes to buy us jelly cat stuffies because we love them. And so we have like a bunch of cool ones like this broccoli and this corn, and we just keep adding to it. Avocado. There's it gets like pretty serious in here. So there's been times where like Moon will be walking around with this and people are like, of course your guys' baby has a stuffed asparagus because why not? And so this is like just one of our favorite things, and we love to like pick them out, and whenever we see new ones, we get all excited, and so that's like our pride and joy.
Definitely. All right, so now we'll show you our Lego collection. Well, some of it, the sum of it that we have out.
Yeah, we had to narrow it down once we had her because it's already a lot for her to not touch.
But we have some of our prized ones. She had got me this rare little Back to the Future Lego. Is very rare, the small one. It's like this big. And then I got the big one, the real one, bigger size one. And I love it. I love all of them. It's not that, it is, I guess it's a lot, but not compared to what we really have.
Yeah, we have a pretty big collection. But everything here, even these.
You built all of them.
I did build a lot of these.
You built all of them, except for the R2-D2.
I did build a lot of these. Yeah, it's something we just love to do. And like I said, we do it with the kids sometimes. We've done it just us two together. Everything up here, this Nintendo.
Yeah, it's like all gaming, but it's Legos, except the Xbox.
Yeah,
which is cool.
The typewriter was just another, like,
We have two of those.
I love typewriters. Oh yeah, we do. We do have two of these. And so this is, it's kind of funny because it's just like, it feels like a kid's like wonderland in here, which it is, but to us it's like art pieces.
No touching.
Yeah. Yeah.
No touching.
And then this area here is like where we thought we would eat breakfast and do homework, and it has turned into like the
art station.
Yeah, like I want to make art and I have some work to do, but I don't want to be at the studio or downstairs in the studio, so I'm gonna just work up here. And so this is for like little jobs, I would say. Like when I still want to be around the kids and, you know, moving around and feel like I'm inside and part of the family, I just work right here. And that's what it's kind of turned into. So I cook quite a bit. He makes these famous chicken strips that I can spend 12 hours in here cooking, and the kids will be like, is he making chicken strips tonight? Like, I cook. I love to cook, like, especially for like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, I love to do holidays, and I love to do like all the big meals and all the sides. It's like the Monday through Friday that I hate, but I still do it. We always do like breakfast on the weekends. Well, one thing I do get some credit for is my pancakes. So
it's all good. All your food is good.
They like eat tons of pancakes on the weekends. We make breakfast on the weekends a thing for sure. These chairs, I love. They are from Modernica, I think. But I had these before we moved into this house, and I love them. I still love them. The kids love them. So we use them quite a bit. Yeah. And the trash can has become our fourth chair. Somehow there's always a kid sitting on top of this trash can. This piece is untitled. It was part of a show that we did called Diptych.
Yeah, Diptych.
And it was just one of those ones that it's when I started experimenting with oil paints again, and it just kind of came together, and he really loved it. And it's hard for me, like when I'm working on a piece, it's hard for me to like appreciate it right as soon as it's finished, because I just like went on this journey with it. So he really wanted to put it up in the house, and I love it. It's like a true reflection of just all the things I believe in.
And this piece right here that we have, this is the original Damien Hirst painting that he gave me for my birthday. I actually signed it and talked about my art on it and stuff. So it means a lot to me, actually, coming from somebody like that, you know, to recognize my art on his art. And I thought this was a very cool piece. I don't know why I have it hidden in this corner, but it's a piece we really like a lot. So this piece right here, which she want me to touch, is Moon's first piece. She did it when she was 8 months. We wrote it down.
Yeah, we just put a paintbrush in her hand and we're like, let's just
let her go.
She does.
Change the colors for her occasionally, and she just did her thing.
And we wanted to frame it, and we always say, like, we don't care what she does when she grows up, but if she was an artist, it would be very fun. I see a duck, the kids see a turtle, everybody sees something a little different, but
Mama. That is.
We're super proud of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Mama and Daddy.
And this piece, honestly, so this piece has a story too. This is from October 9th, 2021. We went over an artist's house. His name is Risk. He's like a big time graffiti artist. And we were at his house, and he had his stencil studio thing set up. And I was like, I want to make her a butterfly because she loves butterflies. Is it cool? And he's like, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
And I kept telling him, I'm like, don't ask him to make a butterfly. And I was so happy when
he was like, yeah, do it. And I just made it and cut it out, and we got it framed and dated because it was something I made for her.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of sentimental art in here.
I think what gives a home a soul is pieces that matter, pieces that mean something. Everything in here, we can tell you, oh, we got that on vacation, or we saw that when we were leaving Mexico, or this is when we went to the museum that day and connected to this. Like everything has a story, everything has a meaning, similar to the artwork that we paint. It's like nothing is in here just because. Like it all has some kind of connection to our family and our experiences and our memories. And I feel like, you know, for us, it was really important for the kids to grow up and be surrounded by art and things that feel really, really good. And so, you know, we always joke that it looks like there's a bunch of toys and color around, and a lot of it is like sculptures or pieces that really are expensive, but we just wanted to expose them to that really early on because it's what makes us happy and feel good, and we want them to understand that, you know, we were intentional about the space that we created for them to make memories and to grow, and for all of us to just like be here and become, you know, evolve together.
And to add to that, as far as the storytelling of the art that we have in here and the soul of the house, as soon as you walk in to your left, it's a Murakami print, limited print that I got from the museum, but it was like one of our first dates.
Yeah.
And I was trying to impress her, so I was like, I'm gonna buy this piece of art while we in
It was
in
like
this museum.
like a $2,000 print,
and my card didn't work when I tried to buy it, and I was like embarrassed. I'm like, wait, I know I got the money, like, you know. So she walked with me to the bank. I went to the bank and made them give me the money. Like, it was so funny, but that memory sticks out to me a lot because I know, like, what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, like, I gotta get a piece of art while I was in here.
And now it sits like right when you walk in our house, and it is definitely, he was gonna make sure I knew he had the money for that.
No, but my car shouldn't have declined. That was weird. They were hating.
And now we will take you guys upstairs.
Let's go.
One of my favorite things about upstairs is, one, we're all up here. All of our bedrooms are up here. We're all connected. We all feel close to each other. And then we have this piece in the hallway that is like a true representation of our family and all of us. And so this is a piece. These wood panels were part of my old studio. And he had the great idea to paint on them. And when we started it, was the day that we had all the kids in the studio. Even his older daughter was in town from Philly, and she was able to paint on it. She's an artist as well. She's amazing. And so this piece is like all of us in one spot, everybody just being like their free, true selves. And I am just so grateful that we have the space to display it in our home, because it means so much to all of us. And we have videos of the kids painting on it, and it's just like, it was just a moment. It was just a moment in the studio that felt so good. Yeah. And felt so connected. So to be able to show that is just, we love that this is here and that we were able to make it work. We did not know where we were gonna put it, but we knew that it was gonna be in this house somewhere.
It worked. It wound up working.
Yeah, we have actually some of our favorite stuff is up here now that I think
that's
about
what I was
it.
saying. And right here, like she said, you know, her fashion school background, this was something I always thought was cool that she had, because she put like thug life on it, so it just looked cool, like Tupac. And then I acquired these two pieces. One is mine, one is hers, but they're original Karl Lagerfeld sketches from when his time at Chanel. And yeah, I just thought they were cool, and I thought it would, like, it's cool to tie in with something that she does, which is fashion illustration, and kind of took her on that journey of art to tie it all in together. I thought it was really cool.
This piece was a piece that I made and in his LA loft, and I made it on the floor, and I ended up really loving it, and we did this cool thing where we double framed it. And so this is another piece that I just like never really felt ready to sell. And so we decided to show it here. Another cool thing is my 9-year-old. We just got her into collecting art, what it means to collect art, and just like teaching her about it and why it's important. And so we were at Art Basel last year, or this past December. And this was an art piece, her first piece that she purchased. And
yeah, it's really cool.
So we have it here for her on her door, and ice cream. Yeah, ice cream.
Oh, and the count playing. Oh, this is another Lego.
Yeah, it really
the
plays
piano
music.
and it plays music. And we got the count playing on it right here. Just another. You would think the kids did this stuff, but it was us.
Yeah, and the cat. I love this portrait of the cat. He painted this, and it looks just like her. I had never really seen you paint a like realistic portrait of an animal before, but I just love this whole vibe of her, and there she is right there, actually.
Yeah, crazy. Plotting. We actually sit up here more than you would think, and we definitely watch yourself. And we sit in these chairs more than I thought we would, honestly, because our dressing room closet is right there. So sometimes we're trying on shoes, or just talking to the kids, and we're sitting up here.
Yeah, this is like kind of our waiting area while everyone's getting themselves together. This is like the first person done might hang out here for a little bit, or like this is where we kind of just like, okay, we're all gonna get ready to go. This is like the lobby area for that. They're actually embroidered. They're from Anthropology, and I just loved them. I loved everything about them, and they just felt eclectic and really artsy.
Okay, so right here, my guy E.T. I love, if you haven't been able to tell, like figurines and I look at them like sculptures. So like for me, I saw E.T. I grew up on E.T. and a store we go to a lot, Bait. They had them, and I was just like, it's no way I'm leaving without this E.T. And this is an original. Well, it's a real litho from Picasso, from Amsterdam, from 1969, and this was a gift, and I love this. Chris got me this for Christmas one year, and I love it because it's like an artist and his muse, and I used to do a lot of painting when we first met, like this style of painting, so I thought, it was very thoughtful, very cool, and this piece means a lot, to have a Picasso in the house.
So this piece is by an artist named Trish Anderson, and he had actually seen a piece that she did, which was like going down some stairs, and it was really textured and really cool. So he really loved her work so much. So I can't remember what it was for, but I had reached out to her to see if she could do a commission piece that was inspired by some of the paintings that he had done and some that we had done together. And so it has like a very abstract look to it, but it actually comes from one of our more figurative pieces of art that we made together. And so this is like one of the first things that we like collected together. And like you can even see here is like part of his signature that she took from a painting. And so I love this piece so much. Sometimes the cat thinks it's like a cat toy, which is not fun. But we wanted to make sure the site got a good spot in our house. And so we love that when you come down the stairs, you can see it. And it just has a lot of meaning to us.
What makes a house a home to me is my family. Like having Cristina and the kids in here, like to me, that was always something growing up that I had in pockets, not like consistently, but I knew the feeling and I understood like how it felt when I would actually go over to my friend's house. I could see like it correctly and be like, wow, this feels good. Like this is, you know, so to me, that's what it is, having all these guys here.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing. What makes a house a home is just, you know, a space to like really just connect and be able to make memories together. We have so many cool memories already just in the 2 years that we've been here in this house. And, you know, our thing was just like, oh, we're gonna bring the new baby in here and she's gonna grow up here. And I think just the space to just like truly be ourselves. And I think that we've been able to create that here.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.